What are the best value betting strategies for 2023? Well, Betaminic have just released their ranking of their strategies for 2022. They've ranked their betting strategies by profit, by yield, by maximum drawdown, by their Betaminic rating, by big data, and given their overall top 10. First of all, what is Betaminic? Betterminic is a football statistics website with real historical bookmaker odds going back more than 10 years, covering over 100 leagues around the world. And you can use their online tool to find out what betting strategies worked historically. And if you know what those were, then you have a good chance in the future. The Betamin Builder is a really useful tool, and it tells you the answer to football questions like, what if you blindly bet on the favourite every time they were playing at home? And you can test that in this database. You just sign up, create a strategy, give it a name, test home wins, select which market you're testing. I'm testing match odds. Select what bet you're testing. I'm testing the home win. Then in the database, I can put filters with odds by time period, the leagues I use, the kind of teams I use, and what streaks they've had. So I'm sure many people often blindly bet on the home favorite. Like you see odds of 1.5 or under and you think this is a dead cert. And if you bet on the home favorite for the last 10 years, you would end up with a loss of minus 300 points. That's a yield of minus 1% after 26,000 bets. And you can even see which leagues that works in and which leagues it doesn't work in. But overall, blindly betting on the home favourite doesn't work long term. And that's what big data betting is. It's taking your football idea and applying it to historical results and seeing if it works. The Betterminic website has hundreds of strategies that are shared in the public strategies area, and sometimes it's hard to know which one to follow. That's why looking at their rankings of the best betting strategies of 2022 can really help to find which strategy matches your risk level. They rank them by 6 factors: profit, yield, maximum drawdown, Betaminic rating, big data, and the overall top 10. I already follow 6 strategies from this website, and they've made 50% in the last 6 months. You can check out my website, bettingsystemsguide.com, to see which strategies I'm following. But it's always interesting to see their rankings article that they do every year, because they show some strategies that maybe I haven't been looking at. Interestingly, their top strategies by profit are 2 home win strategies and then an over 2.5 goals strategy. I'm looking at this list and I'm following the Colossus 6. I'm following that one. I'm following a variation of the Home King already. That's in my set. I'm not following Contend UD. I know both of these and they're kind of betting on the home underdog. They're good strategies. And if we look at their number 1 ranking one here, Contend UD, this is betting on the home win. And we can see it's got quite a smooth profit increase. A couple of jumps. Maybe it's due another jump coming soon. But 9% yield after 900 bets is very good, and this strategy was created in May 2020, and its maximum drawdown is just minus 28 and has a win rate of 35%. That looks like an interesting strategy to follow. They analyze it here. If you want to look at what they've written about this, then you can go to their blog on Betterminic.com, and if you sign up and log in on their website, then you can just click on the name of the strategy and it'll take you to look at that strategy. And here they have the filters, and you can actually see the filters they've used to get these results. But you've got to sign. I can't show them here, but you can sign up for the website. It's free to sign up and look at the filters, so do take a look if you're interested. The second ranked strategy by profit is Home King. That's made 80 points since February 2021, so that's coming up to 2 years, so 80 points in 2 years. That's on level stakes, 1 point staking, with a yield of 8%. And it's nearly 1,000 bets. That's really good. I like this one's monthly profit as well. The other one looks like it's got a few big months and then a lot of average months, but Home King looks to have their profits spread out a bit more evenly. It does have losing months, of course, and it's got the winning months, but that's a really healthy profit. You can see from the profit chart that, yeah, there are some times when you need to hang in there, but it looks like a general smooth upward movement. The third ranking one is very famous on Betterminic. That's the one most people follow. It does have some long flat runs, but since 2018, over 4 years ago, it's kept a yield of 5.6%. That's quite amazing, really. About 28 bets per month, and it's made 1,385 bets since it was shared, since it was published. And again, the monthly profit chart looks quite doable. You know, there's winning and losing months, but the profit's not all clumped together. It's just had a losing month, so maybe it's a good time to join. And then it talks about the other strategies there. It's got top 10 by yield, so if you want to focus more on the the yield that a strategy is giving. Ooh, 27%, 26%, 24%. Those look like some very nice yields. Yeah, I made these two. My name's Tom Whitaker, and these are the two strategies I've made. These two are very similar. One of them I made a mistake in, which is why I made it twice. One's got one more league than the other one. But these two are betting on the underdog, and they're kind of similar actually to Home King and Contend UD in some ways. This number 4 here, winless home versus undefeated away. This is one I'm following. I like this one very much. This is giving 19% yield, and it's kept that even after 100 bets since it was created and shared. And actually I really like this one that's crept in on the table, because this is Africa. This is a draw strategy, and it's got 14% yield after 110 bets. And what I find quite interesting about this is it's only based on 3 leagues in Africa, and betting on the draw in just those leagues with the filters. And I think it's quite interesting when you find a set of leagues that have different characteristics to the rest of the world, and when you apply certain filters to them, they can make a very nice profit, and you can find value in them. So I think that's one I think I'm going to follow in 2023. They also rank by max drawdown, biggest losing run. So for people who really just want to protect their bank more than anything else, then these are a good choice. Their profit since shared isn't as high as the top 10 profit ones, but the maximum drawdown for their all results, AR all results, for the past 10 years, the top one's worst run has been minus 7.64 points. This is betting on home favourites, so you can expect that to have a high win rate, and it does, 71%. And so we can see, wow, most months are winners. There's a couple of losing months, but yeah, I'm getting 5% yield out of home favourites. That's quite good. As we saw previous when I showed, if you blindly bet on home favourites, you're going to make a loss. So you've got to pick the right home favourites to bet on. And this strategy has got those. Only 4 picks per month. That's not many, but they look like good picks. Average odds 1.48. This was shared about a year and a half ago in April 2021. It's just made 5.4 points profit, level stakes, after 105 bets. But using a proper staking plan, I think you could multiply those profits, because it's got 71% win rate and quite low average odds. Using Whitaker staking or just simple percentage staking, I think you could really increase that. You could probably bet 5%, maybe even 10% on each of those bets. The second placed strategy for drawdowns is an interesting one here. Sire's under 2.5 goals. I've sometimes followed this one, and I sometimes stop it because it sometimes overlaps with my my over 2.5 goals betting. But this one has been a strong performer. It was shared in 2020 in March, so it's been going for 2 years now. Bit of a nasty losing run at the start, but it has some really strong runs too, and it looks like it's just coming out of another losing run there. So maybe, see, it's peaked, it's gone down, it's come back up again, it's gone down, it's gone up again, and it came down. Maybe it's going on another up there. But even with those ups and downs, 8% yield and only a minus 10 drawdown, that looks very good. And this is another under 2.5 goals strategy that's been running since 2019. That's another long time strategy. Its yield is only 3.88%, but very low drawdown there, just minus 11.92. Then they also do a top 10 by Betaminic rating. Their Betaminic rating is basically, it's a way they calculate how likely the strategy is based on luck or based on a real trend in the statistics. So if it has a high rating, then there's a higher chance that it's based on a real trend, and it's not just lucky chance that it's got those results. The ratings go up to 100, and generally anything over 10 is a really strong indication of a good strategy. And we can see at the top here is Colossus 6 scoring away overs. Again, this is a long time winner. It's been performing for a long time, and that's one of the reasons I think it's very highly ranked there. In fact, top 5 are all over 2.5 goals there, so it does seem to be a way you can make money from that market. There seems to be a lot of value in that. And interestingly, this back in the saddle draw strategy is another strategy based on those 3 African leagues, but with completely different filters. So actually I don't think it overlaps that much, but this one is obviously having better results, so it might be a better one to follow than the previous This is Africa one. And then they also rank the best 10 by big data. By big data they mean how many bets the strategy has made since it was shared, since it was made public. So you can research a strategy based on historical results, and if you research it a bad way, then you'll end up just picking stuff that looks like it's a winning strategy, but it's actually just luck. You've just filtered resulted in winning bets, and that's not a real trend. It's just like if you sign up for a tipster based on their historical results, and then you start following them, what results do you get? Well, these are the results since it was shared. So these are real results after the strategy has been researched and started. And the top 3 here are all draw bets, and even after over 1,000 bets, they're still in profit with yields between about 3.5–4%. But one thing with draw bets is sometimes their drawdown can be quite high because their win rate's only about 33–35% or something. If I was going to follow one of these, I'd probably follow this third one here because it's just got a drawdown of -41 points. But the yield is a bit low there, so of course it's been running a long time, and I think the interesting thing here is that the Colossus 6, the really famous one that everyone follows, who's using this site, and here after 1,200 bets, it's got the highest yield, so much higher than those 3 that are above it, and its drawdown is much lower. So this really is, for me, the absolute #1 that you should be following if you're going to try Betaminic for the first time. If you're going to try value betting, or plus estimated value betting, plus EV betting, whatever you call it, then this is the one you want to start with because it's got a low drawdown, it's got a good yield, and it's made good points profit since it's been running. Its average odds are near evens, so you've got a win rate just above 50%. It's a very nice one to follow, and it's only got about 28 picks a month, so that's very easy to follow. They send you emails about 24 to 48 hours before the kickoff, so it's very easy to get those bets on. So I would say that's my recommended #1. And they've given an overall top 10 ranking, so I guess they've taken the strategies that have high values in the different categories, and they've put them there. And they've put Contend UD, Home King, Colossus 6. They're the top 3 there. Yeah. I was just reading the review of Home King again, and it says there's not that much overlapping between Home King and Contend UD. There might be a little bit, but not that much overlapping. So it says they recommend both strategies, so you can use them both together. But if you had to pick one, it would be Home King due to its even monthly performance. So they've put them both up here, I guess because Contend UD has a slightly better rating. But they've both got loads of bets, they've got high profit, they have good yields. I see Contend UD has a slightly lower drawdown there. That might be another reason they've put that above there. So they say they can both be used together. But if you had to pick one, I think I'd go for Home King as well, because the monthly profits look a bit smoother. But the stats look better for Contend UD, actually. And then Colossus 6, that's another one you should have in there. Mid-table team max. It's mid-table team draw strategy. 1,000 bets, 71 profits, 7% yield. It's a bit of a high drawdown. I'm not a bit sure about that, but it seems definitely that one works because it's got 1,000 bets to its name. I like the fact it has 45 bets a month as well. That means it's going to make some significant profit, I think, each month. So if the top 2 can be used together, and then we've got overs and draws, we can use them together. Another away win. I think you could probably stick those top 5 in a system together, couldn't you? I want to stick with the strategies I'm following now, but it is interesting to look at these. And actually, they've made some multi-strategy systems. So they've made a high profit system where they've picked 4 of these together. So they've picked Contend UD and Home King together, and the Colossus together, and the mid-table team draw one. That was the draw one we saw there. That has about 140 picks per month and gets a 9% yield, averaging about 13 points a month on level stakes, 1-point level stakes. But with a good staking plan, you could increase that. I would say you could probably do 2 to 3% percentage staking, or use Whitaker staking, Whitaker LC3 staking. If you don't know what Whitaker LC3 staking is, then please buy my staking plans book, and that will explain exactly why Whitaker LC3 staking is the best staking plan you can use for any betting system if you're not able to analyze its historical results in staking software and do fancy stuff like that. When I have time, I do analyze my strategies to find a custom staking plan with the staking machine software. I really recommend that. But most of the time, it just ends up being another version of either percentage or target profit staking, which is what Whitaker staking is. And my book tells you the best settings for that. So I think my staking plan used with this set of strategies would make for a very good 2023. I think I will set that up. And they have a high yield system. They've put together 8 of those top 10 yielding strategies. And look at the results it had last year. Almost every month in profit. That looks very strong, and that's also making about 12 points profit a month, similar to the high profit system, but the high profit system looks kind of nice and simple because there's just 4 strategies there. And they've got a low drawdown system, and they've used all 10 of those strategies together. I guess they can all fit together. Again, if you come to the article, just go to the blog, the Betterminic blog, and you can click on these links, and it will immediately open up the strategy for you to take a look at. And their best of 2022 system, they've put 9 of their top strategies together. Wow, and that makes 24 points profit a month. Needs 255 picks a month and keeps a yield of 10%. Maximum drawdown of 55 there. Looks very interesting. What have they put in that? Contend UD, Home King, Colossus 06, scoring away overs. Yeah, we've seen them in mid-table teams. So that's the profit 4, isn't it? Then all leagues over 2.5. Another over 2.5 goals strategy. Another draw strategy. An away win strategy. Another draw strategy. I guess these will fit together. They must have checked that. And a favourite strategy. That looks like an interesting set. So that's obviously the profit set together with some of the high yielding and low drawdown ones. I'd be interested to follow that and give that a bank and run it in competition against my current set of 5 and see which one wins. My current set of 6, I'm following 6 at the moment. I think I'm going to cut one out and reduce it down to 5. But yeah, my system's made about 50% profit over the last 6 months. I wonder if this could beat it. So if you want to read more about what those best value betting strategies are, then go and take a look at Betaminic.com. And in their blog, they've got that article for the best strategy 2023. The link's in the video description below this. And if you're interested in what my betting system is, because I'm using Betterminic strategies too, I'm using 6 strategies at the moment, and it's made 50% in the last 6 months. Take a look at my website where I explain what my system is at bettingsystemsguide.com. Basically, my betting system is that I take strategies from Betaminic, from their Betaminic Builder, and I automate them in the BF Bot Manager, which is software that connects with both Betterminic and Betfair and gets the picks from the strategies in Betterminic and bets on Betfair with them, with these automated bots. And I bet on those picks with staking plans I've custom researched myself based on the historical data, and I analyze them with the staking machine software. So this took me a long time, and I've come up with a system that is working quite well. You can follow the best of 2022 system that Betterminic have suggested in their article, or you can follow the 6 strategies I'm already following now. And if you don't have access to Betfair, then actually you can go through something called Bet in Asia, which is an Asian bookmaker. They give you access to something called OrbitX Exchange, which is powered by Betfair. It's basically the same markets, the same liquidity. Actually, it's got more liquidity than Betfair, but it has a 3% commission, which is higher or lower than Betfair depending on where you live. So my commission is 2%, but other people's commission, I've heard, can be 5 or 6% if you're living in Australia or Peru or something. And if you are interested in signing up for Betterminic, please click through the link in the description under my video, or through the link on my website. Because if you do that, and then when you buy a set of picks, if you email me your order number, then I'll send you my 3 betting books. That's 2 betting books and 1 staking book. And I'll send you my bot set, my current bot set that I use in the BF Bot Manager. So if you want to follow betting systems that are based on the data from the past 10 years and have made profit over that time, and you want to bet smarter, then do take a look at Betterminic and sign up for their Betamin Builder. It's free to sign up. And then if you want to receive future picks of future bets, then you have to pay for that bit, but it's free to look at it and also research different strategy ideas on their tool, which I think is really good. Thank you for watching my video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. So what are you waiting for? Go and take a look at Betterminic.com and see their best strategies for 2023.